Good morning. I took 2 minutes to put some makeup on my face today. It's day 94. Starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it Yeah, guys, so I had a Vitatop again for breakfast today about an hour and a half ago, and I'm hungry, like really hungry right now. I went to bed hungry last night. I don't know. Usually the Vitatops will fill me up for a while because they sit pretty heavy on my stomach, but not today. So I'm having a Fiber One yogurt right now for 50 calories, and well, it's 11:30, so I didn't eat breakfast till 10, so I'll be eating lunch in about half an hour. Hopefully this will help curb my appetite until then. Here's my lunch. Sorry that it's all messy. That's one serving of tomato basil potato chips. I think it's about 150 calories. I gotta look exactly. This is a veggie burger. I can't remember the name of the company. I think it's Morningstar, with a little bit of spinach, salsa, half serving of the shredded Mexican blend cheese, and a bun. I'll put up the total calories for you. I'm also having a diet caffeine-free Mountain Dew. 3 reduced fat Chips Ahoy cookies. I was just reading an article online about how to have patience, and I didn't even have the patience to read the damn thing. It is 3:40 and I am very hungry right now. I told you I'm not used to this 1,200 calories again because I've been eating more for the last couple of weeks, so this is going to be a little bit of a tough adjustment for me. Tracking everything I've eaten so far today, and a frozen yogurt bar of 110 calories for an evening snack. Sorry, been watching the Casey Anthony trial the last few days. Anyway, I'm only left with 365 calories. But I may have to make some smart choices here, because I can either kind of go hungry for the next couple hours and have a 365 calorie dinner, or I can plan a pretty low calorie dinner so that I can have a snack before then. I know I have fish in the refrigerator, or the freezer, so I could eat that Starkist Sensations fish. That's only 100 calories. I could also have brown rice with that. I can have like what? I think it's a third of a cup for like 75 calories or something like that. So that would only be 175, and then add vegetables. You know, I would only be looking at maybe 250 calories, which means that I would be left for 100 calories for a snack. So I could have an apple and maybe some almonds or something. So here's my snack. 129 grams of an apple and 10 grams of a trail mix, for which 30 grams is 140 calories. So divide that by 3, and that's how much that is. I don't know if I'm going to make it today, guys. It's, my appetite really high today. Surprise! What do you guys think of my new side swept bangs? A la Candy Johnson. What do you guys think? I get really impulsive when it's around this time of the month. I don't know. I really hairsprayed it in place, as you can see, because it was hard to get it to look like exactly the way I wanted it to. I think Brian's gonna hate it. Oh well, it's done now. Here's my dinner. It's like fried rice. About 3/4 of a serving of brown rice, 1 egg, water chestnuts, mushrooms, peas, a little bit of light soy sauce, a little bit of parquet spray, a tiny bit of olive oil. I think that's it. It's got like 230 calories in it or something. And if this doesn't fill me up, which I suspect it won't, I'm going to be eating a Vita Top to try to keep me satisfied for the rest of the night. It's 15 to 7. Sorry, I know it's dark. Oh my god. I know it's like not so nice of a thing to say, but I'm sorry. I just could not wait for 7:30 tonight. My kids were driving me absolutely batty today. It was like not even funny. They were so naughty, and my patience was so thin that I could not stand it. So bedtime could not come early enough for me today. Their bedtime anyway. So I relapsed. After dinner, I had a Twix peanut butter bar. So if you take off the 110 that I was going to eat for my evening snack and you add 250, then I'm at least 140 calories over today. And I do feel bad about it, but in the same way, I know that I'm going to lose this weight, so it doesn't discourage me in that way. It just makes me feel like a failure when I fail to do what I set out to do. And what I set out to do was to eat 1,200 calories today. And what I didn't do was eat 1,200 calories today. So, not to mention the fact that, you know, I'm in the middle of this experiment and I want to keep the results, whatever, keep them unskewed or whatever, so I'm trying my best, but I was just like, I'm a food addict. What can I say? I'm a food addict. I've told you that before. I'll say it again. I'm a food addict, you know. I messed up. You know what's funny though? I don't know if it's just the going back to 1,200 calories. I don't know if it's the not exercising today. I don't know if the kids were just unusually naughty today. I don't know if it's because I am on my period. That probably has a big something to do with it. But, man, I'll tell you what, so hungry, and I had that Twix bar, and this is the addict in me talking. It was like a drug. Seriously. It was like I was pissy, I was hungry, I was impatient, I was just overall dysphoric, and I had that Twix bar and it felt like, I'm not going to say ecstasy, but it felt almost like so good. I mean, I just felt immediately happy, and I know that has to do with endorphins in the brain and whatever, but whatever, I did. I felt immediately better, but guilty at the same time, but that was totally outweighed by the satisfaction that I felt. And
also, I immediately, as soon as I was done, I immediately wanted to go get another one. So yes, that is the drawback of having them in the house, but most of the time I'm very strong to avoid the candy, and I've been very, very good. I've had this candy in my pantry the whole entire time. I mean, I'm always adding more because I get it free through couponing or whatever. I've had it in my pantry ever since I started this, and I've had great success so far. I mean, I've been at a bit of a plateau for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I mean, I've been very good at avoiding temptation and just allowing myself enough, or not enough, but just small amounts. So, I don't know. That is what it is, you know. It's just like any addict will tell you, they're always going to be an addict. Even if they are recovering, even if they are not actively using, there's always that part of them that kind of wants to and that is avoiding the whatever it is. And for me, I believe that that will always be the case. No matter how healthy I end up eating, no matter how healthy my lifestyle ends up being with exercise or whatever, it will always be hard for me not to break down and have a candy bar or a piece of cake or an ice cream sundae or whatever when I want one. I mean, that's going to always be hard for me. And I know, I mean, some people that aren't even food addicts, I mean, they have a sweet tooth and they have to avoid that. And sometimes they do avoid it and sometimes they don't or whatever. But, I mean, that's just me. Now, will I get back to the point where I totally just don't care at all what I'm putting in my mouth, like the stage that I was in right before I started this whole journey? I certainly hope not. But, you know, I was there a few years ago and got myself up to 220 pounds and then went through a whole year of dieting and losing 81 pounds. And then after my second daughter, I did the exact same thing that I did that got me to 220 after my first daughter. So I never say never. You know, I hope that I'm not a serial lifetime yo-yo weight loss, dieter, up and down kind of person. But being that I have issues with food, I can't exactly count that out. But I must say that at least I didn't get myself to 220 again. You know, my weight only fluctuated, you know, from the time I gave birth to my daughter. It only fluctuated about 15-20 pounds in, you know, almost 2 years, so that's not absolutely horrible. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a victory, but that probably had a big deal to do with the fact that I didn't drink. Before I had my first daughter, I was a party girl. I used to drink all the time. And after I had her, or actually, you know what I mean, after I got pregnant with her, barely ever drank because I have anxiety issues and whatever, so that probably had a big deal to do with why I didn't gain more also. But anyway, I'm totally off subject and on a tangent, but I messed up. I hope that I don't have to eat for the rest of the night. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to try like hell not to. If I absolutely have to have something to eat, what will I eat? I don't know. Probably have a Vitatop and some almond milk or some soy milk or something. I don't know. I'm just hoping that I don't even have to have anything. I might just even have maybe some protein powder and some water or something. I don't know. But I hope that my appetite will be curbed. But with that sugar, I'm sure that's going to cause my blood sugar to spike and then plummet, and then that will bring on hunger. It's a never-ending battle, really. So tomorrow's another day, and at least I didn't go back and get a second Twix bar, right? Okay, so Number one, I noticed, some of you have probably already thought about this, but I noticed that I totally kind of look like Sarah Palin now, and I don't have a problem with that because she's a good-looking lady. Number two, if any of you know, my subscription box is messed up where it's not showing the newest videos first, it's showing them down at the bottom. So if anybody knows how to switch that, please leave me a comment and let me know because it's really aggravating and annoying me. And lastly, I'm going to sign off. It's almost 10:30. I am not eating anything else for the rest of the night, which means that I am about 140, 150 calories over because of that candy bar, I had. And I tried to put some makeup on so Brian wouldn't think that my hair looked that bad. Because he really doesn't like bangs, whatever. Anyway, I weighed 165.2 today. So hopefully we'll break into the 164s tomorrow. You never know. So, see you guys then.